know where you're going, to welcome the unexpected surprise. Appreciate the experience of the adept that knows that life is all about the unexpected, all about timing, all about the freedom to choose. Appreciate the alchemist that is transformation itself, so that you can learn, grow, and transcend to another level that will allow you from that level to cycle into something new. And that you can continue to experience new things forever and ever and ever and ever without end. For there is no beginning to end. There is only now. There are only different points of now, different perspectives of now. It's the same now, just a different point of view of it. And the ability to relish and cherish those seemingly new experiences, those new perspectives, is a great gift. Use that power fully. The power to be new. We will thank you now for allowing us to share that idea with you. Take it to heart. Take it in. Breathe it in. Make it your own. Exercise those powers fully and that appreciation fully in life. And in return for the gift that you are giving us in interacting with you in this way on this day, I ask now, in what way may we be of service to you? You may begin your sharing of questions if you wish.
Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Good day.
Speak up and be bold so that all may hear what you have to share.
I will. I'm not even nervous. I'm really
congratulations.
shocked that I'm not even nervous up here.
There is no need to be nervous, unless, of course, you are passionate about being nervous.
Oh, no.
But if you prefer, you can simply be excited or at peace, which is another form of excitement. Yes?
I'm very excited to talk to you.
And as are we with you.
My question for you, Bashar, is...
Yes.
I've been on the spiritual path for a long time.
Yes.
Done a lot of teachings, met a lot of teachers, and
yes.
Non-dualism, Course in Miracles, manifestation, breath work, all kinds of stuff, law of attraction.
All sorts of permission slips, yes.
Yeah. And I get so confused. Like
confused? About what?
About what's the truth? What's
the truth?
The highest teaching.
Is that all truths are true. That's the highest truth. That all truths are true.
Okay.
Understand there is nothing outside of creation. There is nothing outside of the imagination of the Creator. So anything you can imagine and anything you can create and anything you can do and anything you can experience is your truth within creation, because there is nothing outside of creation. That's the truth. Does that make sense? Your perspective is your truth. It may not be everyone's truth. Their truth may not be your truth. But the fundamental truth that is true for both of you is that both of your truths are true. For you. Make sense? That's the glory of the holographic structure of existence. The most fantastic and amazing thing about existence is that every single one of you have your own reality experience, and that for you, that reality is your truth. And the same can be said for everyone.
That's overwhelming.
That's your truth, then.
Yeah.
That you choose to be overwhelmed by that simple idea.
So that... So what is the next... What's the next step? Where do I go with this?
Well, you understand the idea of acting on your highest excitement every moment that you can with absolutely no assumption, insistence, or expectation on what the outcome ought to be? You understand that formula, yes?
Yes.
Well,
yeah.
Then that's the next step, isn't it? Always the next step. It's the only next step. You will always expand. There will be no end. Yes?
So follow my excitement all the time.
Here's the whole formula. Don't forget any part of it, which we understand sometimes many of you do. Act on your highest excitement to the best of your ability until you can act on it no further. When you can act on it no further, act on the next most exciting thing that is available to you that you can act on until you can act on it no further. Keep acting on the most exciting thing you are able to act on in those moments as they come to you with absolutely zero assumption, insistence, or expectation on what the outcome ought to be. That's the formula. That's all there is to it. And if you just keep doing that, your life will expand in an explosively synchronistic and ecstatic manner, always bringing you the ability to know what the next thing will be to act on, and always bringing you the opportunity that is best for you to act on. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Is this too simple for you? Do you wish it to be more complicated?
Wow, you know me well.
Perhaps that's the reason for your confusion, is that you think it's actually more complicated than that.
Yeah.
Now, if it excites you to complicate things, by all means, please go ahead and do so. I'm not going to stop you. However, I am telling you it doesn't have to be that complicated. Creation is richly complex, but it's fundamentally simple. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does this help you?
Yes.
Is there something else? Or are you still confused?
No, I'm good.
Oh, all
I'm
right.
good. Thank you.
Anything else?
No, I'm just happy to be here, Bashar.
We are happy you are there too.
Thank you very much.
Good day, Bashar.
Annie, you good day.
Very excited to be here talking with you.
All right, we are excited as well. Of course, we're always excited, but go ahead.
Okay. Please tell me, why does life eat life?
To live.
Let me be a little bit more specific. I was
To live longer.
To live longer.
Now,
But it doesn't always seem like the most spiritual thing to do.
depends on your point of view. There is
Right.
nothing wrong with the idea. It depends on how it's done. It depends on the relationship to the idea. It doesn't always exist that way. It doesn't always express itself that way. On our world, there is no predation. There is only symbiosis. On your world, many of the animals are predatory because you are. Understand the reflection?
I do.
All right. There's nothing necessarily wrong with it. However, it is a reflection. Now, again, fundamentally, it is one of the ways that creation has of expressing itself, of exchanging energy in that sense. Again, it depends on how it's done. It depends on the relationship. For many beings, in that sense, in a natural state that are, as you say, eaten, you must understand that the experience for them is not what you necessarily think it is. They understand and are very deeply in touch with the fact that they do not end. And they are very deeply connected to the overall oversoul of the collective consciousness of their kind of expression.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does. Let me be a little bit more specific.
By all means.
Very quickly, 10 years ago, I became vegan out of choice.
Yes.
Because I decided out of compassion that I
Yes.
did not want to eat the animals.
That's all well and good.
And many areas of research convinced me.
All
And my
right. Well,
husband
you're
to
still
do
eating the
this.
plants.
Yes.
Well,
And
They
I
have
ate
feelings
a lot
too, you
more
know.
Plants. Yes.
plant might be going, why is she picking on us? Why don't you go and eat that nice animal over there and let us grow a little more? Now, you understand I'm just playing with you, yes?
Yes.
All right, but attempting to just give you a different perspective on this.
Okay.
Yes?
I was dismayed that after 10 years, my health went downhill
Yes.
dramatically. Digestive,
Yes.
adrenal failure, and
Yes.
my husband's as well. So this seems to be...
Yes.
And then when I started eating meat again, I'm feeling better, and these things are getting better.
This
so
is why we
is
say
it-
you must listen to your body consciousness, because you may still be in an apprenticeship state that requires a certain form of sustenance. There is nothing wrong with that. It's all about how you do it. It's all about the relationship. It's all about being in gratitude and appreciation for the exchange that is given to you, and the idea of doing it in the most natural, healthy way possible. but it doesn't mean that it's fundamentally non-spiritual just because that's the way it plays out. There are many cultures on your planet that are generally considered indigenous cultures that still eat meat, that have an extremely spiritual relationship with the animals that they ingest. And the animals know this, and they give of themselves to those people for that exchange. Many times, as you say in nature, the idea is that the herd is culled of the weaker members so that the rest can remain strong, so that the race can perpetuate. There are many reasons why this is a particular system on certain worlds, including yours. There is nothing non-spiritual about it. The non-spirituality, in a sense, comes about when it is done in a manner that is not necessarily as natural as it could be, not necessarily as steeped in the vibration of gratitude and appreciation as it could be. Make sense?
It does. I'm still digging for something deeper, though.
All right, let's dig.
Why is it healthier to eat animals than to not eat animals, as this has been
Because
in my
your
experience?
body is in a state where it requires that kind of protein in order for cellular cohesiveness. Because your belief system at this point, being that it is still strongly connected to the general consensus reality of what kind of chemistry you need to reflect in order to survive in your reality, requires that certain chemical interactions take place in your body that are representative of certain energetic reactions, and thus then sometimes you still require certain chemical reactions to be representative of the energetic state that you still may be in, as you have agreed to be part of the collective consensus reality at this point. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Are you sure? Was that deep enough?
No.
All right.
I just
What
want
else
to
do
know,
you need to know?
Why must we consume? I mean, I look at the animal and I don't want to eat the animal. I want to cuddle with it. You want to be friends with it. You know,
Yes.
why must I consume it to be healthy? Like, it's a little heartbreaking actually making that choice again.
All right.
Because I didn't
Again,
want to.
it's not a must.
Okay.
Ultimately, it's not a must. However, what you need to examine is, why are you having chosen to be in a state where that seems necessary for you at this point?
Why have I chosen to be?
Yes. Obviously, it was a choice to be in a state where you would require that kind of sustenance. So even though you may have what you call a desire to subsist on a different kind of sustenance, a lighter vibrational sustenance, you yourself are saying that you find that you don't feel healthy when you do that. So why are you choosing to buy into the consensus reality that you need the sustenance you say you don't prefer?
Well, it took 10 years to get me to that point again.
But why are you choosing that?
Science
is reflective of your
have
energy
something to
state.
say?
Science is reflective of your energy state. Chemistry is reflective of your energy state, and your energy state is reflective of your belief system.
So does that mean it's not necessarily so that I would feel bad not eating meat, or vice
Correct.
versa?
It's not necessarily so.
So there's no specific way to be healthy to eat or to not to eat animals?
No. But if you have chosen to be in a system that generally believes that it is necessary, and you're continuing to buy into that system for one reason or another, then you will exhibit the parameters of the consensus reality that says you need this kind of sustenance in order to be healthy. So what you need to do is examine your beliefs more deeply to find out why you would be continuing to buy into that system. It may actually be serving you in a way that you're not in touch with. And that's why it's important to get in touch with your belief systems about it. Because you may not be allowing there to be a positive reason for it.
Okay.
Once you allow there to possibly be a positive reason to continue to eat the meat, then if there really does not need to be a need, only by examining the willingness to allow there to be a possible reason will you actually discover whether there actually is or not. But if you refuse to believe that there could be, you will never get close to discovering what the belief is. Because you have to allow for duality. There is duality in everything. In fact, actually, and we'll talk about this another time, there is actually Trinity in everything. But that's another subject. In terms of the idea of the so-called polarity that you are experiencing You have to allow what may not necessarily be your preference to still be valid in order to actually be capable of choosing what you prefer. If you invalidate what you don't prefer, that's where you're stuck. Because you're putting undue energy on it being wrong, being bad, being invalid. But if you allow it to be valid, it's an equally valid choice as any choice you could make, then you will neutralize the idea of the polarity and you'll be free to choose what you really prefer. So this is your lesson in dealing with this, is to not invalidate what you don't prefer. To see that it actually does have the ability to serve a positive purpose, even though you may not right now be capable of understanding how that could be. So that's your exploration. You understand?
Yes.
Is that deep enough for you?
It is. I have one additional question as far as that relates, and I think it relates to a lot of core sponsoring beliefs.
Yes.
I would like to know what these beliefs are that has manifested this situation, and I have asked and meditated about it, but it hasn't come to me yet.
I just told you.
I can think of many.
I just
ones,
told you.
But which one?
I just told you. You are believing that certain beliefs are invalid. Yes? You understand?
Yes.
You're making a value judgment on something that simply needs to be looked at in a neutral way, and perhaps even in a positive way. Are you, in your belief system, capable of looking at the idea that sometimes life eats life in a positive way? Are you capable of seeing it from that perspective? That's the question that you need to explore. And that will lead you to the belief, the core belief that you need to discover.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. Thank you.
All right, bon appetit. What do you wish to share?
I have information. I am from Blue Planet.
You are from Earth. You have connections to other places, as all of you do. But you don't come from those places as the person you are on Earth. You come from Earth.
And
Do you understand what we're saying?
Yes, sure.
All right.
And I have mission to change education system in our planet.
Well, go right ahead. We have long talked about the idea that new educational systems on your planet are required for the children to learn in a different way. So by all means, follow your passion and create new systems for learning.
When I was inside the pyramid in Giza,
Yes.
I received information
All right.
that our throat is the flying vehicle, and we can use to change our reality and multidimensional flying by using
but
sound.
you have to change your belief systems and change your reality before you have the ability to access those things, because they exist in another dimensional plane.
Yes, and I knew sound is a key to change education system in the whole planet.
All things are about vibration and resonance. In what you call Atlantean times, sound was used in a very strong way to allow people to learn. The students were allowed to relax. Drums were beaten at a very specific pace that matched the heartbeat, slowed the heartbeat down. Then the heart started to match the drums. And the students went into certain kinds of trance states with those vibrations. And then the things that were described to them, they actually were capable of experiencing those things as if they were actually happening. So they learned in that sense through this trance state by vibrational means. And that's one thing that you can recreate on your planet at this time with sound, if you wish to. Although, of course, there are many other ways as well.
Yes, please help me with techniques, because I'm searching and searching and
All right.
listening.
Well, I just gave you a technique.
Yes, and I understand we have put through each school in the world, in our planet, music at the first lessons is the most important lessons
All
because sound is a creator and we are creators because
Yes.
we have this sound
Yes.
and we have this gift
Yes.
and we can connect by sound, by
Yes.
vibration.
Yes.
And our children, they know how to do this. The crystal
Yes.
children, the indigo, and we have to just listen them.
Yes.
And we have to open up our ears. We able to listen more than we receive.
Yes, yes,
and we
yes,
are,
yes,
all of
yes.
us, we are just receivers. And we
Yes.
have to open up, just switch on.
What have we
our
been
receivers.
saying for 30 of your years? Yes. All of that is what we have been saying, and many other sources have been saying. But it's not enough to just say it. Go do it. Go create those systems. Go create those classes. Go create those techniques. You already know what to do. Go do it.
Yes.
Take action.
Yes, sacred geometry inside the sound. This is our mathematics. And now,
Stop. Go do it. We understand all this.
Yes.
Stop talking about it. Go do it.
yes,
All right?
all right.
Thank you.
I'm preparing project, and
Do
I'm
you
from
have a question?
Yes, I'm from Moscow, from Russia.
Yes.
And a question: how I can connect all languages, because there is in other continents, Russian and Turkish. I speak.
Stop. Do you understand what telepathy is?
Yes.
Are you sure? Give me a definition.
No.
No. Give me a definition of telepathy.
We communicate with you now in telepathic level.
Give me a definition of telepathy.
Can you describe what is the definition? Maybe I'm wrong about understand the meaning of definition.
All right. It's not really telepathy, it's telempathy. When you are in the same vibrational state as someone else, you're not reading their mind, you're not communicating from mind to mind. You're having the same thoughts at the same time. That's what telepathy is. That's why people who are in love often have the same thoughts simultaneously. So if you want a true universal language, be in love with humanity. Mirror them. Mirror the different individuals.
Yes.
Body language. Mimic the vibration, and you will have the same thoughts at the same time. You will know what they are thinking, what they are feeling. That's what telepathy is. So the universal language of telepathy is predicated by being on the same wavelength, which means being in unconditional love. And that will generate, over time, slowly or quickly, the universal language of telepathy.
It's mean all our school on the planet has to have one lessons. The first one and most important, how to love.
Stop. That is the first lesson, and that will lead to all other lessons that need to be known. But don't rigidize it, don't structure it. There must be a flexibility and a flow to this idea as well. Otherwise, it just becomes institutionalized again, just like the systems you already have.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
All right, so go and teach that. Use music, use sound, use your imagination, create environments. Let the children learn by doing. Teach them the consequences of their choices by giving them an opportunity to actually interact in scenarios where they can actually play out their questions, play out their investigations. Thus, then they actually get real experience, and they will learn from that experience, which is the only way you really learn, from experiencing something. So go and do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So thank you for the information.
One moment, what happened to hello and good day?
I said hello and thank you for the information you're about.
All right, good day to you.
First, I have two questions intertwined of each other.
Yes.
I would like to know what your thoughts on when humanity will finally utilize and implement free energy and remove ourselves.
Within the next 50 of your years, tops.
Tops.
Could happen sooner, but will not happen any later than that, as we read your collective energy right now. Remember, there's no such thing as a prediction of the future. There is only a sensing of the energy that exists at the moment the prediction is made. If that energy changes, the prediction is obsolete. Therefore, we are simply reading the probabilities of the most likely scenario that exists right now in your energy patterns. And our reading of that is that it seems that it will take no longer than 50 of your years, but could take sooner.
Depending on our choices, of course.
Yes, of course.
And when do you feel we'll be finally off our present monetary system?
That may take a little bit longer.
And what would be your suggestions for humanity to initiate, to, let's say, accelerate our choices into a free energy system that we actually do have at present, including radiant free energy?
You do remember the formula that we gave earlier in the conversation about acting on your excitement, yes?
Yes.
Because when you do that, it leads you into the synchronous paths and gives you the ability to imagine what it is that is representative for all these things that you are passionate about, and will lead you into the circumstances that will give you the best opportunity to create these systems.
And what and besides inclusive of the passion behind it, what concrete items would you suggest to formulate and implement them?
Well, obviously study the idea of your understanding of electromagnetism, electricity, gravity. Let me talk a little bit now, as we said earlier, about the concept that your physical reality is not actually just a duality. It's actually a trinity. And I will say a little bit about that, and maybe what we are about to say will give you a little bit of a hint. Yes?
Yes.
Because that's, in a sense, all we can actually give you are hints. We can't spoil the surprises. We can't spill the beans.
Right.
You have to go through your own process of discovery. Nevertheless, we can help a little bit, here and there, now and then. Maybe. Sometimes. You already are beginning to talk in your scientific lexicon about the ideas of dark energy and dark matter, yes?
Correct.
You also know, however, that when you talk about matter, you also talk about matter and antimatter, which is not the same thing as dark matter, yes?
Correct.
You have a trinity there, do you not?
Correct.
So the idea is that you're talking about energy, positive energy and negative energy, but you're also talking about dark energy. Again, a trinity, yes?
Correct.
You talk about gravity and you talk about anti-gravity, but no one on your planet yet is talking about dark gravity. Because it does exist. That's your hint.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Thank you so much. I love you.
Well, our unconditional love to you as well.
Thank you. I have a question. It's
Yes.
a question of my heart.
Oh, all right.
I was recently pregnant
Yes.
and faced with a very difficult decision of
All right.
whether to
What
have,
was your challenge?
whether to have an abortion or to keep the child or
Yes.
even to adopt.
And what did you decide?
And I did decide to have an abortion.
All right. And?
I felt completely insane as I milled around with these decisions. I have a religious background. I also
Such as?
Christianity.
Yes.
And so I talked to a lot of people. I was given a lot of different kind of conflicting information.
Yes.
It caused me to feel really crazy. And
How do you feel now?
I feel good, but I still feel a little confused about
By
the decision.
What do
I
you
felt
want to actually ask?
I would like to know what happens to a fetus, a child, when it
All
is
right.
aborted.
First of all, understand that the spirit, the soul, cannot really fully connect to the body for 49 days. That is the time at which the pineal gland forms, and once the pineal gland forms, then the idea of the expression of consciousness can come through the body. You understand? Mm-hmm. Nevertheless, understand that the spirit, that being that was representative of your child, knew what your decision would be and only wanted to stick its toe in the water of physical reality.
Okay,
You understand?
I do.
Nothing happens by accident. It's an orchestration. That being still exists, still around you, still loves you, still perfectly viable, knew that it didn't necessarily want a full physical life, knew that it might just want to give you an opportunity to go through this process, and so in that sense chose to help you experience whatever it is you are experiencing in this examination. All spirits, all beings are eternal, indestructible. You understand?
Yes.
The idea of physical reality is a temporary construct. That being is perfectly fine. You follow me?
Yes, thank you.
Does this help you?
It does. I have another question as
Yes.
well. I have experienced a long string since I was a child of injury after injury after injury. It seems like once I am, healed from one injury, I
Yes.
have another painful experience.
Yes,
So I'm
that's
wondering, how do I stop
because your
this?
belief system is all about beating yourself up. Like you've been doing about this issue of the abortion.
Thank
Guilt,
you.
guilt, 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 guilt. Beat yourself up over and over again. Punish yourself, mea culpa, I do not deserve. Through my fault, through my most grievous fault, I'm not worthy. You understand?
Sounds a little familiar.
Yes, I thought it might. Ego te absolve. But it doesn't matter whether or not we forgive you. You need to forgive yourself.
What is the best form to be able to forgive yourself? Because I feel like I come close to it, or it's what I strive for. And
What holds you back?
I don't know. I think that I'm there, and then, I have another experience that
Yes.
proves to me that I'm not quite there. It's like,
All right.
how-
Maybe you have a belief that you can't quite get there.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Perhaps. How do I get
Or
there?
let me put it another way. What do you fear will happen if you do get there? Maybe that would be the most revealing question for you.
Okay.
Can you answer? What are you afraid? What are you terrified will happen if you actually forgave yourself and let go?
I don't know.
Sure you do.
What am I afraid
Yes.
will
What are you
happen?
afraid of?
Well,
You want me to give you a hint?
yes.
Are you sure? Or would you like to say something first? I don't want to interrupt
Well,
your
it's
thoughts.
kind of like, the closest that I can come to it is,
Yes.
is like swimming in the ocean. It's the fear of the unknown, of what's the depth beneath me, or
All right,
what
but
if I
that's not
drown?
really quite it. It's
Okay.
something a little bit different.
Please help.
Oh, all right, since you ask so nicely. This is what it is. Are you ready?
Yes.
Who do you think you are, little Miss Perfect? Are you getting the hint?
Yes.
You're so much better than everyone else that you shouldn't feel bad about these things. You shouldn't feel guilt about these things. Who do you think you are? What you fear is alienation from those you love. You fear to stand out. Do you understand?
Yes, you're right.
You fear to be taken as egotistical, as better than thou, holier than thou. You understand?
Yes,
All right. Do you think you have the ability to drop that idea?
I do.
All right. Understand that you deserve happiness. You really do. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't exist. I guarantee it. You follow me?
Yes, thank you.
Does this help you?
It does.
Our unconditional love to you.
Thank you, Bashar.
Oh, the challenges of your planet. No wonder we were so astonished when we came upon it.
Good evening, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
It is an honor to be speaking with you and to myself.
With us as well, for you.
I have 3 questions, if I may.
Well, we'll see.
The first question is, will you speak on the ancient history of the deck of playing cards for us?
This actually does go back to Atlantean times and was more akin to what you now understand to be the tarot deck or something similar to that idea of divination back then. It was that which was used as triggers to allow insights to come into the mind, awarenesses to open up, and became simply simplified and symbolized down through the ages into its present form of what you call playing cards, but you still have attached to that idea the concept of what you would call chance and destiny, so on and so forth. You understand?
Yes.
Nevertheless, that's sort of where it began. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right.
My second question, when I go into a meditative state, I
Yes.
get very peaceful and still.
Yes.
I get to a point where I exhale and it's more comfortable not to inhale again and just breathe, just stay still and not breathe.
All right. So,
I'm worried that I'm doing something incorrectly or harming myself.
oh, believe me, when you need to inhale, you will. I will assume that that happens automatically since you're still here speaking with us.
I feel it's a gateway to something. I feel
It is, but we can't really go too deeply into it for you at this moment because you're going through a process.
Thank you. My last question.
Yes.
2 months ago, a disclosure documentary came out revealing a deceased possible extraterrestrial 6-inch long,
Yes.
6-year-old.
What you call the Atacama Desert Mummy.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
You understand the idea of what has been called the hybridization process
yes.
from the alien abduction scenario.
Yes.
And you understand that sometimes the idea is that certain hybridization fetuses are grown for a while in the human mother and then, in a sense, taken and incubated on ships off your planet, yes?
Yes.
Well, not all of them are taken all the way. Sometimes those that do not or have not, in that sense, met certain genetic markers, sometimes, very rarely, are actually left on Earth. They can't really come to full term, even though they can be born. They usually will not live long. But what you're seeing in that sense was a genetic alteration of a hybrid child that was left on Earth and could not grow, in a sense, beyond that size, but did live a brief life on your planet.
I see.
Does that help you?
Yes. Thank you, Bashar.
Yes.
Love and light.
One more thing. When you're in your meditative state and you find yourself exhaling and find it just, oh, too much trouble to inhale, I would suggest that you allow yourself to recognize the humor in that situation and laugh. And your breathing will be back on track. Yes?
All right. Yes.
The laughter will take you where you wish to go in your discoveries. All right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day. One moment.